So once everything gets annotated, we need to make sure it's in the right Excel file. So Cytoscape likes the 97 through 2003 workbook, so that's how I save that file. 97 through 2003 workbook. So in the file itself, column 1 should be ID number 1. Again, there's the unannotated and annotated SNPs. You'll see those again repeated down. And then column 2, you will have ID 2. Column 3 will be the correlation between ID 1 or SNP 1 and SNP 2. So just 3 columns for Cytoscape. So now we can open up Cytoscape. Cytoscape is a slow program. It will slow down your computer, so try to maybe have as few things open as possible when you're using Cytoscape. So it'll give you the option to open things. I usually just close that and go over here to File, Import Network from File, find my saved file. So it'll show you what it's reading down here. Here's column 1, 2, and 3, and it should show you what's in your Excel file. Up here you need to tell it what column is what. So column 1 will be your source node. The interaction type. So the interaction is actually the correlation. The correlation is column 3. The target interaction is ID number 2 or SNP 2, that's column 2. Once you tell it that, you just hit OK, and it will build the network based on just those correlations. So the first thing it shows you is not going to be very usable. So first, I guess what you can do is you can select individual nodes this way. To see what is what, it shows you what node you clicked on down here. There's a zoom. You can zoom in, zoom out to see what you're looking at a little better. And you can also move these around if you want to. So if you want to pull one out to see how many connections it has, just grab it and drag it out to the side. You can see it's connected. Every single line is a connection. So the important part is an app. So you may need to go to the M-Code website and download this app to load into M-Code, or sorry, to load into Cytoscape. The app itself is called M-Code. So we'll go over here and open M-Code. You may have to scroll back over here to find it. Here's the M-Code tab. So it'll ask to find clusters, and we want to do it in the whole network, so it analyzes all of them. If you do from selection, it'll just do it from the ones that you clicked on. Then you just go down to the bottom and click Analyze Current Network. And it will open up this tab over here, and this tab will give you scored networks. So it ranks them. So the highest ranking one obviously has the number of, or the amount of SNPs with the highest association. It scores them. If you read about M-Code on the website, it tells you in detail how those scores are estimated. It also shows you the number of nodes or the number of SNPs. So a node in this case is a SNP. So there's 47 SNPs in that first highest scoring network. Edges are the number of connections between the SNPs. So you can click on that first one. It shows you there that all of those SNPs that are in that first scored network. To get those pulled out by themselves, you just hit create subnetwork down here. So then it pulled all those out and arranged them in this configuration. So I think this configuration, it arranges these where the ones in the center are the most highly interconnected with the most connections, and as you get further out towards the edges, those are SNPs that are more isolated. So the next part is just making the network look more fancy or more readable. So as you can see, the ones like this one right here, it has a really long name. If you don't want to see that in your network, you can simply just hit delete and that SNP will go away. You don't have to see it. So essentially what you could do is narrow it down to only the SNPs that you have annotated. Like there's one that's annotated, it has a short name. So next we can change the size of the nodes so that the ones that are annotated look better, so that they're more readable. To do that, we need to go over here, back over here to these tabs. So the Viz Mapper tab will allow you to change the look. So if you click on the little illustration there, you can change the node size. If you double click on that, it'll bring it up. You can change it to say 50. It'll show you how that looks here. So it makes it to where your text is more readable. You can also play with whatever you want. There's if you switch the tabs down here, you can change the edge color. You can change the node color if you want it to be red. And if you keep playing with that, you can eventually get to where you can change the font size and the font color and all of that to make it look better. I believe you can also change, the node background paint. So if you want to make it a different background color, you can do that too. So I think that's it for the Cytoscape network drawing. So I forgot to mention that if you want to get a good picture of your network that you have all set up right there, go up here and click Export Network Image to File. Click on that one, and you can, I've been exporting them to PDF files. Put that on the desktop. And then it'll save that image nice and big into a PDF file.